Hi, well, this is update number 6, I believe. Anyway, it's the first video of it. Now, I have sorted the seats out, and from the previous video, I put numbers in there. I think I did that last time, and I've put the little brackets on it. And basically, I've got one left, as you can see. They're very small. And so what I'm going to do is actually put that onto the seat number 57. And I've had to do this because the middle seat is a slightly different pattern, so obviously you can see it, and that crosshairs doesn't matter, you ain't going to see that anyway when I put the seat in place. I was going to do that and put numbers, but I thought no, it's easier to put numbers in my clear pot so I can clean them up afterwards. So this is the seat we're going to be doing now, 57, so here it is. So what I've got to do now is get the the bit actually built. Now I don't need the photo etch bending one, because basically there it is. I think you can see it, and I bend it slightly on the join and then bend it back the other way slightly, and it goes like that. But then what I do is get the seat. Where is it? Hello, that is the one. Of course, yeah, there it is. I get the seat, pick this up and make sure it's the right way around. Always helps when you get it the right way around, and place it on top of the seat. Well, try to. Gone the wrong way up, as usual. Only funny, I've done the others very quickly. And then I kick right down this way, and it won't go on the right way around now. I'm gonna get there now. There we go. Right. Now I can get my finger on there. And if I knew, I've done 3 very quickly. Now put my camera on to do this one today, and I'm having problems. Right, got it on there. Got to bring that down, like so. Get it there, and then shape it while it's in a position. I'm tempted to turn the camera off, because I know for well if I didn't have the camera on, I most probably. Right, here we go. That's it. Right, and what you got to do is twist. Right, I've got it there, and what I've got to do now is get this to go into and fold it in with the tweezers. There it is, that's gone into that place. A little, in this one there's a sort of indentation, so that's perfect for it now. So what I've got to do now is get a bit of super glue. Right, I'm going to put that down. Yeah, it's going to fall off anyway. Get a bit of super glue into this. Hopefully this doesn't dry on there again. Yes, it has. What I've been using now is to do this is the old nutcracker. It actually works to get the lid off, and then I loosen it up. I've sent some more of this because I quite like the old glue. I'm going to waste a little bit more on this because I broke the top off. There was a little bit there, so I can put that in. So it. That's over there, and right. I've got my trusty applicator here. Now I want to get that up, so you can see how long it takes to do things. But that's when you're actually off camera, it don't want to do it. So what I'll do, I don't know whether this will work. I've never used this before for ages. It gets it up a bit higher. There you go. Just put it in, just don't tighten it, just enough to keep it there. Now we might be able to do this a bit better now on camera. Right, that goes there like that quite nicely. So what I'll do, I'll leave that there. Excuse me. I'm going to put a bit of super glue here. Just got that there. And get this and swing it around, hold it there. Get this to come back down. Hold it there for a few seconds. And that's in position. Hopefully that'll stay there. And it has. I'll put a bit of reinforcing on it again, just a little bit. Just put a bit over the top. No, that's not completed. Done. Ain't it funny? I had so much. It's so easy with the last lot. The other three. We'll get there for a while. Can release. That's done. It's done. That's done. So move that out of the way, and that's there on there now. Anyway, so yep, it's not moving, which is good. So that's been there now. So them seats are done. So we're quite happy with that. So we've got the 3 seats done, ready to go. I've done one on. I've done the one on this one. Let's do this. As you can see, that one's on there as well, so that's okay. I'm just leaving it on there so I don't muck about, because that's the only seat that's already in its position. Not glued in, because I want to do the decals before, and then I'll put it in afterwards. Right, so let's put that over there out of the way. Get this out of the way now. And now we've got to see what we can do next. So we go back, because basically we've done all this, done these now on all the seats. We've already put that down, so we've done all that. So what we're doing now is onto this bit. And we're going to start on the side skirts now. So there we go. Here we go. And that bit there was the back plate of, whoops, there's the back plate I put on there, so that's already there. So now we've got to get number G2, so we'll do that. So what I'm going to do now is go switch off and come back in when I've got these parts clipped to these. So I need these parts. We need G2, C7, PT5. PT5, there's how many of those? Oh, there's foldable. There's 1, 2, yep, there's 2 of those, and C2. So I need that for that side. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll come off and I'll come back when I've got them all cleaned up, ready to go. So right, see you in a couple of seconds. Well, I'm back and I've cleaned up these bits. Now I will show you. I've done one. I thought I'd do one, and there it is. And these bits are meant to be round, but there is no, and you're meant to be folded so they can actually sit there nice and flush. But I've done them sort of square, so they've still got a tube there. I will try and do that better on in the next build, but basically using a very thin bit of a needle. I had one up there and I forgot all about them. So, but they're okay if you look at them. I mean, there it is. But they're meant to be circles, but there's no bend marks or anything on it. They're just flat. So I heated them up with the old lighter, so they was annealed nice and soft, and I could do them. So I'm going to use a bit of round rod next time to get that to do the same. So you've got a round bit. But I've done the other ones here. As you can see, they're square as well, all squared off. So basically, the super glue hold it in place, and that's okay. And that's what they've been done. So what we've got to do here is build this one now. Basically, I've done a lot of cleaning up, so what we're going to do is get a bit of glue, and this goes on to this position like such. Here we go again. Definitely fun, isn't it? Yeah, see if I'm on camera. Here I am. So goes into that. There's holes there, it goes in, and it lines up. If you get that one down there lined up, it drops into place. There you go, it's going into place now. There you go, so it goes in like that. And that's what we've got to do. So I've been using the white one for this because it's a bit it's a lot slower to dry up anyway, but you've got to make sure you don't get too much. I'm just filling the holes into the actual bits. So we go into here, a hole here, there's a hole there, one up there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. And put this in place. I'll get the one lined up here at this end. If I do that, it's gone into place. And got to line them up a bit. It's gone into place straight away. That's it, because it's got a slope on it. There you go, it's all in place now, as you can see. And what I can do is get the thinner one in a second and run it along. So if I just change over to this one, the extra thin, and just run a little bit of glue down it along here, just quickly. Doesn't have to move much. Just covers it nicely. There you go. Just push it in again. And that's done. So put that back. So we've done that bit now. So that's done. Now the other bit is quite funny because I kept trying to sort out where it went, and eventually I found out. So, and what it does, it goes this way, it slots into that place there and goes all the way along and over to there, and that's how it goes. So what we've got to do, I've got a bit of clean up to do there. I didn't see that. Where's my little scalpel? Got a little bit of a raised bit there where I was sanding, and that's alright. Done. So that's out of the way. So now what we're going to do is put this bit out there. So what I'm going to do is this one again, just there, and I run it along where the join is here, all the way up. So there you go. That's it. So do that, and then we run it all the way along here. Along there, there you go. Right, so now we're going to get that bit of bar, because that bar goes here into that indentation there. That's what it does. And you come around this side. And if you look at this one, there's a gap there. So we've got the gap there. So I'm going to push that on nice and easy. And that's in place. And there's a little notch there it sits on there. So you've got a bit. When you look at the instructions, it looks a bit funny how you do it. But you've got to keep test fitting and making that and going back and looking. So that's okay. So that's done. So that's done on there, because this is the side you'll see, obviously. Right, so because like on this one, because this is the inside of the cabin. Now these bits here, sinkholes, for Ron, when if he does watch it, I don't think he does much anyway, but these sinkholes I'm not doing because I've checked it, and these all actually disappear into the woodwork and you can't see nothing, so I will not do those. But if there's any chance of seeing something, then I will do it, obviously. But right, so that's bit the drying. Then the next bit we've got to do is go back with the super glue. And then I'm going to put it on there. And what we've got to do now is that glue any good? No. I've sent some more from this. I think I said it in the last segment, but I've sent for more. Oops, can't get it up against, dried on again. Christmas is coming, so the old nutcracker is a built, but I've sneaked them up here, and I might have to get another pair so these can just stay here all the time, which they do anyway at the moment. Right, so what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue in here and on a place where I can see it. That's it. This comes out because I actually cut it too much when I did it, because it was stuck on. There you go, and get the old, where is it? Oh, it's over here, I'll put it back. So this is all clean, yep, that's all cleaned up. So what we've got to do now is, if you look on here, it tells you where they go. So if I look on the other side, on this side, you got there, there, and I think that's it on this one. I think there's only 2 and I made up 3, but it doesn't matter. So we've got to maybe make 2. Then that's it, so it's just there, there and there. So what I'm going to do now, I've made 3, doesn't matter. Put a bit of super glue there. A bit more. And then come in with my these ones now, because it's easier to do with these, because they're square round. And then put it on there. As you can see, it's tipped over, which it does on all the other ones it's done. I couldn't get them to go anytime. Oh, let's go back to those ones quickly, because that one's got super glue on it. And push it in. Isn't it funny? I did the last one so easy. Right, now we make it line it up a bit. That one's on, but I'm going to be reinforcing that when I go back in. So I've got to get the other one now. Do the same with the other one. Oh, there's one already up the right way. And put it in. Sorry if my head's coming into it. That's gone in there nice and easy. Right, and that's lined up as well. In fact, should go a bit further. That's better. And up. It's funny, this one's not going either. It's funny how these things happen. I might just put a bit more glue in there. Right, got some. Right, let's see if we can get that into place. I'll use this one. Ooh, there it is. You wouldn't believe how easy it was last time. Anyway, try it this way. Now I know I've got my head in, sorry if I have. Right, that's it. Happy with that. Right, now I'm going to reinforce it in a second. I'm going to have to clean off my applicator, which I won't show the video, but I use my lighter on it and away from anything. That's it, all done. It's ready to clean. And then what I do is run a bit of super glue either side slightly. If I can get it to tighten up. Nope, I need a bit more super glue. See, that's what I mean when you're doing it on video. I used to build bits and show. Now sometimes I think that was a better way because you could just show it, but sometimes I like doing things on camera. Right, here we go. So now, whoops. Now we've got to put reinforcing now. So what I'm going to do is come down the side here. Yep. Go the other way. Because you won't see this too much anyway. Just reinforces. And there you go. So now we've done two. Move them out of the way. Move that out of the way now. I won't waste that bit of brass because it's nice to have things spare if you need them. So there you go, that's done. So now we've got, with this one though, we've got an extra bit of thing. Yeah, this is H21. I haven't got that bit yet. So I'll come back in a couple of seconds with H21. Right, I'm back. I've actually cleaned this part up, but I'm not going to put it on yet because I know for a fact it couldn't be knocked off. Because what you've got to do is, this is where it goes when you look at it. So it goes into where you get the flat bit. There you go. Goes into there, and it sits on that little slot like that. That's where it goes. So I'm going to leave this until I've actually got it built, so I can actually put it on before I spray. So I should be doing that. So that's basically these bits are done. And just to show you basically where this one would go, this one is for this side. I've tested the other side. It's quite a nice fit. I ain't worried about the chair moving. But you just come in like this. And it sits in basically like that. So not bad at all. And the other side is a good fit as well. I'll just do that as well. And again, I was trying to fit it the wrong way once before and I realised it's this way. So here we go. So we put this on here, and if we do that, I've got a good fit there as well. So things are looking good for that, and all the other bits get covered up. So really pleased with that so far. Back there, but them little brass bits are square. You have to do for this one, but at the end of the day, yeah, that's got to go down again. At the end of the day, I'll do the next two with a rounded shape, so at least it looks round. I don't understand why you've got something that's round and it's meant to be. If you look at it, if you look at the shape that they want you to do, that's the shape they want. From a flat piece of brass that's got no bend folds or anything in it. So, but I will try and make it better next time. So, but I'm still happy with what I've done. At least I've got the tube brass bit there. So that's it. So then what's what we're going to do next? So we've done that. Now we've got to come over to this. And these little cabinets. I'm presuming it's for radios. Would you have? Let's have a look. It could be radios in little cabinets, I'm not sure, but try and find out. But that's what we're going to be doing next. So what I'm going to do now is go away and cut these bits out and get them ready. And I think we've got some PE here, aren't we? No, it's all plastic this time. All plastic. Right then, here we go then. So I'll do that, cut these bits out, and then we'll put that bit together, and then we'll come back in and do this bit afterwards, and I'll clean that up. So that's what we're going to do. Right then, so I'll see you in the next segment. Right, here we go again, and I've got the bits all cleaned up and we're ready to go. So we're going to start with the top box, which is this one, and you've got to put this on the side, and I think going by what you can see, how does it go? Oh, I think it goes to the top one. The switches up. Oh yes, it goes that way. You can see the little hole there, down there, on. Oh, you can't. There you go. You can see it now. Just there's a small hole, and that's replicated here. So what we're going to do is put this in here. So I'm going to get a bit of glue. I'm going to go back with the old, the thicker white, just briefly. The slightly thicker one. Even though this is pretty runny nowadays, the other one used to be like gloopy, as I remember. Right, so we put this on here, and get this in here, and the hole goes down the bottom there like it shows you. There we go, and I'm just going to put a bit more in the inside, just slightly. There you go, so that's done. Then we've got this one, and this has got to go on the front. So there's the hole, and that's the side, and this goes like this, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is get hold of it a little bit better. That's it. Just about to see me glue. And then come back in and all around here. And go back in with this. Make sure you get it right way around, which is this way. And line it up. And that's all lined up. Right, I'm going to use the extra thin one there, go through a gap. And it's not the Tamiya extra thin. This is just the. Oh, they're both. Yeah, the extra. Funny enough, they've got the same name. It's just this. The darker green one is the slightly one that doesn't evaporate straight away. So we're going to come back into here, around here, around there, and squish it in to make it stay, because we want it to stay there where it is. So and I might put a bit in there because there's a little gap there, even though I think once you sprayed it all up. Yep, we're getting it slowly but surely. Yep, that's right. That one's done. Now we've got to go and put the base on, which comes up underneath it. And then there is two particular places. And it goes this way as well, so that's okay. Here we go again. I'll do a bit of this. If it's like that, that goes that way. Oh, no it don't. No it don't. Silly me. Let that dry. Nearly did it wrong then. Sorry about that. Definitely is that way. And it's there's the front. That's it, that's the go. Goes that way. Right, hold on then. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It fits better that way. Yep. I thought I made a boo-boo, which I had done by that side. I've got to do this. Sorry, out of camera shot again. That's it. That's it. And now, the little handles. Yep. When I'm on camera, this kit doesn't like me. Let's try again. Right. See if we can get a bit of glue on it again. Might be better with a thicker one, because this one seems to evaporate quite quickly as well. Don't need a lot. No, it keeps coming out. See, these are only little indentations, they're not proper holes. Yep, that's in there now. Got to do the other one now. I'm sorry if me when it might work away again. It happens when you're trying to do fiddly stuff because you want to get it close to you. And I've got my head thing on as well because it's quite small. Can be frustrating sometimes. Right, I've got that lined up as best I can. Put this one back on, and then what I'm going to do now is use a bit of this one to sort of give it a little bit of a thing, a little bit extra, without getting too much on it, of course. There you go. Done. And the next bit is these two brackets, E51 and E52. So I'll find them quickly. So it's E51 and 52. Oh, still looking, still looking. 52, 52. Oh, there they are. Right, I'm just going to get that bit off. Sometimes it's just easy to do that, because then you've got the two brackets in place. You can see what you've got to nip off. Right, I've got to nip that bit off. You can see you've got to nip that bit off. Oh, better coming out this way. Nip the one off the other side. And then there's that bit there. These are all where they molded it. Right, and now I'm going to clean that up on there. So I'm going to make sure that lid's on. We clean it up now. Do a bit here. Do you want to break it? Although, because I have got a spare kit parts, and that'll come in handy for the others and all. The other two builds, I suppose. So I shan't be dumping anything. Right. And you've got the bit on the inside here, the bit I've done. Turn it around that way and do the one on the other side. Yep, nearly there. Right, then we're going to cut them both off, and make sure we don't cut off too much. Right, there you go, because I can see where the mouldy bit finishes. So which one's this? Oh, let's make sure. Right, so this goes this way, like so. So 51 will be at this end, 51. So I'll put 51 first, cut it off, clean 51 up, right, and then 51, which way does it go? Ah, it does go that way, so 51 comes in here and comes over here. Oops, got someone at the door. No, false alarm. So we go back to 51. So I'll get 51, and I'm going to use this glue again. Yep, that goes there nicely. I found this kit tracks and that. I think this glue is better for the tracks, and it worked out. Right, that's done. I've got to do the other one now. Break the other one off, come in. That's it. And then come in with the sanding stick a little bit for this one. There you go. And so now we've got the same thing to do. So it's the opposite way around. Again, come back in with the old trusty white lid. And we've got this one. Goes in this way. Oops. Get a bit of that off. Right. Put that upside down and make sure it's all straight. And that one isn't, but it will be. Right, that's done. So I can leave that upside there to dry. Put this back over there before I do any noxies again. Get rid of some of these bits. Now, we've got that done. So, oops, some more bits to go. So now we're going to be going over to this side. And obviously it goes in for fitting in there. We'll do that in a second. I've already got that bit on. We've done these two bits. We haven't got these bits on. I might glue those on first so they're all in place. So I can do that, and then I'm going to have to spray the green inside that area later. So that'll be in the next update. I think I've got enough video here to do for this bit, because I think shorter videos are slightly better. Kicks piece, because it must be boring sitting there and watching me modelling for too long. Right, so what we're going to do is find out. Now I've already cleaned these two bits up because I knew they would be coming up shortly. So what we're going to do is find out, see how they fit. So it's pretty obvious. We know, right, that's the way that goes, because we've got a little bud there and there, and there's a little step there. So this goes in like so. So there's holes there. So what I'm going to do is going to get a bit of my white glue again. Don't know why I put it away. Move that over there. And put a bit of glue into this bit here and this bit over here on the ledge there. And then I can glue along this bit as well. A bit on there. And a bit in there. And here we go. Fitting, fitting, fitting. Ooh! Didn't clean a bit off. Glad I caught that, because that would have been a bit painful to do. I hadn't done this bit here. Might have to check the other one as well. I think I did one, but must have missed that one. As you can see, I'm doing. Right, now we can go back to it again, I suppose. I think I'm going to have to put a bit of fresh glue on this. You most probably didn't need it, but now we should be right. That's better. I thought that was there for some reason. It's funny how you get things all lined up and then they all go pop on camera. I think I should have glued this here a bit first, I suppose. Makes a muck of this. It really annoys me when I get it wrong, because it makes a muck of the plastic, but I can actually tidy it up afterwards anyway. That's right, that end. Right, here we go. I'm going to run a bit of glue here. Just to tidy it up as well. That one and all. And then see, it's all coming away. There is a gap there. Right, done it. Right. It's good. I can't see any gap down there when I look down there. That's what I was trying for. So I'm going to leave that to dry now. And then we're going to do the other one. But I'll do the other one off camera anyway. So and I might come back to show you, but they're finished in a couple of seconds, and then I might make this into an update. I think it's going to be quite long enough, I think. Right, we're back, and I've done the radio. I actually put those little pegs in. I think I've done it on video. I think I did. And anyway, but what I found is this little peg here. If I just point in here, you can just see it there. If you got this little peg here and here, basically got in the way. So I actually cut them off, and then I could get up to get the radio, because it looks like a radio, upright. So it's actually looking level. So if you can see what I mean. So that actually worked really well in the end, so that's okay. So we're doing all right, and I've got this bit done. Both these bits glued together. They're going to be drying for a while now. So we've done all this. We've done these bits up here. We're over here now. We've got that bit down into place, and technically we've got, and it's got decals to be put on that, so I might be doing some spraying, but then we've got to put these on and that bit. I've already done that bit, so we basically look at these two bits to go on, and then we start building up some more detail. And if you look, we've still got a bit more to do, but it's basically on them pages. I think that's it. There's just 3 pages of blue, so we've got to go from 14 up to 18 and we're done. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to be looking at now. Decals, if I can still get to put decals on, and there ain't many really for the radio. I should have done it first, but yeah, but there you go. We've done it now, so it doesn't matter. It's funny how the thing looks different than what it actually does. Perhaps that goes on the other side. No, it goes on that top bit. Anyway, so we'll sit with that anyway. I'm muttering away here pretty good. So that's it. That's going to be end of update 6. And so I'll be coming back later on. And I'm going to continue with this now for the week. The Sunday builds, I had lost 2 Sundays. But because of the fact I had the delay with all this, so I thought myself I might as well carry on. But it's still a Sunday build, so it will be done on Sunday. This definitely, I'm going to have to definitely do the tipple, I think it's called, isn't it? Yeah, the triple S66, the amphibious Volkswagen. Anyway, so I might be able to get some of this nearly finished today. But what I'm going to do then in the next one, you'll see me spraying the wheels and everything the green, so they can actually give it part of colour. And I might be spraying a little bit up around here, so I can get round to things. So when I glue these on, I can just spray in the bits of mist, and obviously put the dials on. So that's what we're doing anyway. So basically what we're going to do then is we're going to call this quits then for update 6, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy modelling, and please stay safe. It's a funny old world we live in, as we say. See you in the next update.